Now, won't you just very briefly introduce us to your book?
Well, it's called Reporting from the Frontline, Untold Stories from Marikana. And I really spent a lot of time putting this book together about a personal account about what happened in Marikana. So I know that everybody understands the story, the tragedy that happened there. 34 miners gunned down on the 16th of August 2012, and of course 10 others killed during the violent, unprotected strike. But what I wanted to do was actually talk about the journalists. And often our stories aren't really told. We go out there onto the field and we just simply report the facts to South Africa. Here is a story about female journalists in particular and what it took for us to actually be there every day and actually report on this and the impact that it had on us personally.
Now, reading through your book, you really do get this unshakable idea of what it was like to be a female reporter on the ground in Marikana, because of course your experience was quite different to your male colleagues.
That's right, and I think it really was because of the protesters, the miners there, and we understood that they were fighting for a higher wage. But when we arrived there, we didn't know that. We're trying to get an interview with them and trying to find out what was really happening on the ground, but they didn't want women anywhere near the koppie where they were gathering day on day. And we discovered that they were taking muti and that the strength of the muti would be affected by women. So immediately we were put in a different category right there and then. Our male counterparts could move forward, and that's really the picture on the front of my book. If you see here, I've taken a picture of the female reporters, and we're standing about 6 or 7 meters behind our male counterparts. We were told to stand back. We weren't allowed anywhere near those miners. And I still tweeted that particular photo that particular day, and it just gives you an idea of the division of what was happening on the ground between males and females, and yet this really tragic story of the miners happening on the ground, and we were desperately trying to find information, and eventually we did start reporting regularly about what their grievances were. And then of course we ended up with the situation on the 16th of August where the police operation went terribly wrong and 34 miners were gunned down in front of us.